So this is me and Darren brewing our first batch of beer outside. Not our first batch, one of many batches. But first one outside, because it's too hot to brew inside. So we thought we'd get it set up outside. Got my burner, very powerful. We're just coming up to a nice boil here. Darren's making sure everything's under control.
Regulator man.
Regulator man.
No boil.
Watch those boilovers, boys. And here we are. We're going to add the hops soon. We'll see you in a bit. Well, we're continuing the brewing now. It's time to add our hops. We got 3 varieties here, 1 ounce of each. We got Northern Brewer, Fuggles, and Nugget. So, what am I going to start with here for our bittering hops? Well, Nugget is the highest alpha, 11 to 14.5%. That says light lager, ales lager, all ales bitter. Well, Northern Brewer is always a good one to start with. So I think I'll add the Northern Brewer and we'll boil that up first for 15 minutes here. So here we go. Would Dan approve? I think Dan would approve. See, I got my Dan's Home Brewing shirt on. We're trying to make Dan proud. And we're only using extract. I know this is not a all-grain beer, but it's the best I can do at the moment. So there's 1 ounce of those Northern Brewer. Ooh, you can smell that citrusy aroma. We'll give that a nice stir. A nice boil happening. And we'll boil that for maybe 15 minutes, and then I'll add another ounce. So we'll be back again soon, folks. Compost, Aaron? Of course you do. Nice. Well, we're finishing off our brewing process. Now we've added 2 ounces of hops. We did the Northern Brewer again. I put the Nugget in middle edition. We're going to finish it off with the Fuggles. Time to turn off the heat. This is just for our aroma. We're not really using this for a bittering hop. We'll give that a try, and I'm using the Nottingham yeast. It's quite good. It's reliable. Nothing wrong with Nottingham. Okay, we're turning off our tank, so we're going to shut this down. There we go. Our regulator. That's off. Turn that off. I guess we're good to go.
Safety first, Grouse.
Safety first. Watch them boilovers. Okay, here goes our Fuggles. There we are. One more good stir. So we did 3 ounces of hops, so I'm sure that's enough for a nice hoppy brew. And of course the next thing we got to do is we got to cool this bad boy down because she's way too hot. So I'm basically just going to give it a sink bath and change the water a few times. We'll probably skip that process of a video, but maybe we'll give you a glance. It's basically just going to cool down. Probably takes a good 45 minutes. So we don't want to kill the yeast. And then we're going to top it up in the primary with some water. And again, we'll add our Nottingham here. And I think we're good. Safety first, remember. So we're going to take this pot off, we'll cool it down, and we'll catch up to you again soon. Okay, so we're cooling down our wort now because, as I mentioned before, it's way too hot to put in our yeast. So here we go. Be careful. This is a hot pot. Okay, I don't have a wort chiller. That makes it a lot easier, faster. I don't have one. Maybe I'll buy one someday. This will have to do for now. So I'll just let it sit in there. I'll change the water in a while because obviously the water is going to heat up real quick. So you got to change it a few times and put in some fresh cold water. So we'll let that cool down and see you in a bit. I'm just rinsing all that scrub, get rid of this stuff. Trying to clean up as we go along. You got to keep it cleaned up, otherwise it's piled. So I'll just keep cleaning while I'm going here. Okay, it smells good. Leftover hop. Okay, we're just going to give it a little strain anyway, get rid of a little rubber. I know it's kind of a puny strainer, but it works. We're not going to pour all that hot trub in. Hop trubs, and look, I don't know, we don't need that in there. That's just leftovers. The unfun part of brewing, the cleanup. Ready for next time. Gotta be prepared. We'll be brewing again soon, in a week. So, until then, enjoy your brew.